Apparently, Swedish super spy Anders Oslund has been.
Oh fuck!
There's a man who leads a life of danger. To everyone he meets, he says he's a stranger. With every move he makes, another chance he takes. Odds are you won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man.
Hello and welcome to Spy Guys Tuesday Night Show. We're here every Tuesday night, so tune in, check us out, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tonight we have a great show for you. We have Swedish super spy Anders Oslund, and we have part 2 of our exclusive interview with Russian President Vladimir Putin. But first, time for the news. Angela Merkel accused Russia of interfering with Eastern European countries seeking closer ties with the EU. Thanks, Angela. In other news, water is wet, sex is good, and Donald is a duck. Russian President Vladimir Putin has awarded a Medal of Courage to a Russian soldier killed fighting in Donbas. That's strange considering that Russia has repeatedly denied that there are any soldiers fighting in Donbas. How could that be? Well, he did say that there were soldiers there on vacation. That's one crappy vacation. I guess that's what happens when you go on vacation in a tank. Ukraine has just been voted the most corrupt country in Europe. The problem with corruption is so unmanageable that President Poroshenko has suggested putting foreigners in key positions in the government. Just this week, 3 foreigners were added to key ministry positions. That means that Ukraine is so corrupt that it's the first country to actively outsource its politicians. The next thing you know, Ukrainians will call up their local government official and be speaking to a guy from Mumbai who calls himself Steve.
Thank you for calling Ukrainian Parliament. This is Steve.
But it's not all that bad. Just this week, Jeff wrote a piece, 10 Reasons Why Kiev is the coolest place to be a spy. Check it out at spyguys.com. With more on that, here's our chief Ukrainian correspondent, Jeff, giving us a glimpse into one day of his life as a spy in Kiev.
I was thinking of hanging over, but today's gonna be a good day.
It's cold and snowing outside, but inside playing football, it's cool.
I like the sweater. I think I'm gonna get it.
This is the end of a long day, but it was a great day. Kiev is a really cool city.
Alright, cool, Jeff, that was great. But do we have him? Yeah, we've got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Spy Guy exclusive for you for the second week in a row, live via satellite, Russian President Vladimir Putin. How about we say hello? Hello, Mr. President, are you there?
Yes, hello, I hear. Thank you for having me on show.
Okay, Mr. President, now we're aware here that you just awarded a Medal of Courage to a Russian soldier fighting in Donbas.
Yes, this true. He very, very brave fighter. He deserve big medal.
That's strange, considering that you've denied that there are any Russian soldiers in Donbas at all.
I know, right? It's so crazy. How to explain it? Haha, I always accused of something.
Okay, Mr. President, you just gave a State of the Union address. Congratulations, it was a great speech. But could you tell us in more detail how you plan on dealing with the collapse of the ruble, the overall problems with the Russian economy?
My plan is for all Russian people to come together, which means shut up and don't complain.
Yeah, well, yeah, that explains a lot. Thank you. Well, the night of your speech, you had quite a few problems with some street battles in Grozny, the Chechen capital. Could you explain that?
There were separatists in Grozny, but we liquidated them.
Well, that's interesting. Could you explain your position on separatists?
Separatists in Ukraine, good. Separatists in Russia, bad.
All right, thank you, Mr. President. Not to look too far into the future, there are some elections coming up fairly soon. Will you be running for a fourth term in office?
Yes, of course. It is the will of God for me to be president.
Well, have you ever considered possibly, stepping back and letting someone else give a shot at running the country?
If I'm not president, everyone learn how much money I steal.
I'm sorry, Mr. President. I asked you a lot of tough questions. I just know it must be a tough job. You're under a lot of pressure, it seems like. How's life treating you? How are you doing? Everything good at home?
Super. I 62. My girlfriend 26.
Okay, well I see you met with French President Hollande this past week. How did that go?
Perfect. I have so much French champagne now.
French champagne, huh? Well, I see the recession isn't really affecting you, is it?
You're a very stupid American. I
Не,
don't
ну
like this
тупые же,
conversation.
а?
Shut up.
Hello, Mr. President, Well, I'm not sure, but I think he just cursed at me in Russian. All right, up next in the show, we have Swedish super spy Anders Oslund. We didn't get to him last week, but we're very excited to have him on the show now. Anders Oslund is a very influential person in the spy community. He has a lot of connections. A lot of people look up to Anders. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some bad news. I've just been given a note here telling us that Swedish super spy Anders Oslund has been captured by Russian FSB operatives. Right now, he is currently being shanghaied to Moscow. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to end the show for this evening. We have a lot of work to do. Tune in next week. Same spy time, same spy channel. And Anders, Godspeed.